Hello, this is Assistant Narrator Richardson again. I consider myself a good cook. I like baking as well. I make a nice cake. And brownies, of course. Anyway, let's get on with this SCP, shall we? Item number SCP-5216. Restriction level, Level 3, Confidential. Containment class, Safe. Disruption class, Dark. Assigned site, Site 39. Site Director, not applicable. Research Head, Dr. Ilse Tishida. Assigned MTF, not applicable. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-5216 is stored in a standard storage locker. Access is restricted to personnel with Level 3 clearance or above. Personnel conducting tests with SCP-5216 are to transcribe any relevant information to a non-anomalous medium. Tests involving synthesis or consumption of SCP-5216-2 instances are restricted to personnel with Level 3 clearance or above, and require application forms to be submitted to Head Researcher Dr. Tishida for approval. Description: SCP-5216 is a hardcover cookbook titled Even More Good Eats. The number of pages, and by extension, the number of recipes it contains, varies depending on the proximity of the book to items that can conceivably be ingested by humans, regardless of whether they are safe for consumption. Every time SCP-5216 is observed for the first time, new recipes are noted to appear. At time of writing, no single recipe has been recorded more than once. Most dishes prepared according to the recipes within SCP-5216 exhibit minor anomalous properties, warranting their designation as SCP-5216-1 instances, and can be safely consumed with little to no ill side effects. Subjects following the recipes exhibit advanced culinary skills and occasionally anomalous abilities during preparation, regardless of whether the subject had ever received culinary instruction. Attempts to replicate SCP-5216-1 instances using transcribed recipes have failed. Additionally, SCP-5216 and/or SCP-5216-1 instances are suspected to possess a certain degree of compulsive effects on nearby individuals to complete and consume the dishes. Test log 5216.T03. For brevity, extraneous information pertaining to the full list of ingredients used in each test have been removed. Ingredients: 400 grams of fresh spinach leaves. Dish name: vegan creamed spinach. Preparation summary: dish was prepared without the use of any items other than spinach. Preparation consisted solely of whisking spinach in a bowl for 12 minutes. Notes: dish was reported to have a creamy texture and refreshing hints of coconut. Ingredients: 1 stick of unsalted butter. Dish name: I can't believe it's not butter. Preparation summary: no recipe instructions were recorded for this dish. Test was concluded after 5 minutes. Notes: SCP-5216-1 instance was later found to be composed entirely of margarine. Ingredients: 1.5 litre of Fanta grape, 1/8 of an oak cutting board. Dish name: Chianti Classico Reserva Fanta Edition. Preparation summary: Dr. Wu removed approximately 1/8 of the cutting board's mass via brute force and compressed it into a cork, which was used to cork the plastic soda bottle. Notes: SCP-5216-1 instance was described as an aged wine, but tastefully carbonated. Notably, Dr. Wu's skin took on a purple coloration, which has not yet subsided at the time of writing. Dr. Wu has not reported any further issues outside his abnormal skin tone. Ingredients: 1 baguette, approximately 200 grams of pepper. Dish name: PGM 338 à la Francais. Preparation summary: dish was carved out of the baguette by Dr. Wu and was discovered to be an operational firearm after it misfired several croutons into his leg. Notes: Dish was described as spicy and was capable of firing apparently unlimited quantity of croutons. Dr. Wu's request for reassignment has been approved, effective once he recovers. Ingredients: 1 apple and 1 eyeball. Dish name: Johnny Appleseed. Preparation summary: not applicable. See Addendum 5216.1. Notes: not applicable. Incident log 5216.I01. SCP-5216 head researcher Dr. Tashida partially blinded herself during routine testing with the cookbook by using her left eye for the recipe instead of the cow eyeball she had prepared earlier. While she is presently in stable condition, she is unable to explain her actions during said test. Dr. Consuelo has been assigned as acting head researcher for SCP-5216 in her absence. Additionally, the SCP-5216-1 instance produced during the test was unable to be recovered. Security footage shows the dish disappearing once line of sight was obscured by a panicking Dr. Tashida. Test log 5216.T04. Ingredients: 480 kilobytes of text. Dish name: stew. Preparation summary: recipe was identified during the transcription of a different recipe to a terminal by Dr. Consuelo. A bowl of stew manifested over his head seconds later. Notes: multiple expunged messages were identified in Dr. Consuelo's phone, despite not having such functionalities, from his partner describing his craving for stew sent around the time of the incident. The dish reportedly consisted of chorizo sausage and root vegetables. Ingredients: 400 grams of red meat, 150 grams of animal fat, 100 milliliters of cerebrospinal fluid, and 200 milliliters of blood. Dish name: Al Garden blood sausage. Preparation summary: Dr. Consuelo displayed limited thaumaturgical abilities while reshaping the components into a homogeneous slurry. Notes: dish was described as delightfully exotic. Dr. Consuelo was unable to replicate any incantations used during preparation, nor display any notable thaumaturgical abilities. Ingredients: 2 wheat buns, 2 slices of American cheese, approximately 100 grams of lettuce, and rats to taste. Dish name: Rattenkönig Deluxe. Preparation summary: recipe was initially for a meatless bacon cheeseburger. During testing, Dr. Consuelo was alerted to scratching noises in the ceiling, resulting in the alteration of the tested recipe. Shortly after, 7 live rats were forcefully pulled out of the ceiling. Through unidentified mechanisms, their tails were knotted together and spun at high speeds, before embedding itself in the burger. Notes: Dr. Consuelo was initially unaware of the recipe change and consumed the SCP-5216-1 instance under the impression that it was the aforementioned meatless bacon cheeseburger. Ingredients: 5 kilograms of assorted chocolate. Dish name: Gemma's Easter Bunnies. Preparation summary: chocolate was melted at a low heat before climbing out of the pot and autonomously reforming into 5 white rabbits. Notes: rabbits were animate, behaving no differently from their mundane counterparts. One of the rabbits was partially consumed by Dr. Consuelo, who described their taste as smooth and strangely gamey. Notably, the rabbit ceased activity upon consumption of its head, from which dark chocolate leaked out profusely. The remaining 4 instances are currently stored in the Site-39 freezer. Ingredients: approximately 24 assorted vitamin supplements, and 50 milliliters of hand sanitizer. Dish name: 1UP. Preparation summary: the vitamin supplements dissolved instantly in the hand sanitizer once added, turning it bright red. Mixture was then poured out onto Dr. Consuelo's hand, where it crystallized into a small heart-shaped candy. Notes: dish was consumed by Dr. Consuelo, who reported a sudden surge in energy and proceeded to continue testing with SCP-5216 for the next 30 hours straight. after which he collapsed from fatigue. Incident Log 5216-I02. During the aforementioned tests, Dr. Consuelo permitted the supervising researchers to retire for the night, in his capacity as acting head researcher. Subsequent tests were effectively performed unsupervised, and as such, no personnel were present during his collapse. Shortly after this, security footage recorded an apple, believed to be the last SCP-5216-1 instance created by Dr. Tashida, manifesting near SCP-5216, eyeing its contents before turning to look directly at the camera. No viable footage was able to be recovered following this event. The testing chamber was found vacant the following morning, with Dr. Consuelo currently absent without leave. SCP-5216 testing protocol has been updated, with a focus on documenting recipes only as opposed to the preparation of dishes. Currently, SCP-5216 testing is conducted via an autonomous scanner drone attached to the book. Test log 5216.T05. Ingredients: 50 grapes and 1 carp fillet, deboned. Dish name: Grapery Carpin. Ingredients: 30 litres.
Redacted.
Classified chemical compound under development by the Department of Biochemistry. 3 bananas, 200 grams gelatin powder. Dish name: Jim. Ingredients: 66 lemons, 1 litre milk, 1 litre honey, and 1.5 litres of crude oil. Dish name: Lemon de Mons. Ingredients: 1 kilogram of peanuts, 700 grams of flour, 300 grams of dark chocolate, food colouring, red and green. Dish name: Le Nut Brother. Ingredients: 1.6 kilograms of squid tentacles, and 200 milliliters of blood. Dish name: Ursat's Mother. Incident Log 5216.I03. Following the expiration of Dr. Tashida during an unrelated containment breach while recovering, her body, along with SCP-5216, was displaced from its storage to the Site-39 pantry. Security cameras managed to record footage of multiple fruits carrying Dr. Tashida through the damaged facility before malfunctioning. Attached below is an excerpt from the security footage of the Site-39 pantry. Begin log. Camera is slightly shaken by a distant explosion. Upon refocusing, an apple, presently believed to be an SCP-5216-1 instance, labelled as Johnny Appleseed, is visible on the pantry's kitchen island. Seconds later, several fruits and vegetables manifest on the floor around the kitchen island. Dr. Tashida's body is carried into the frame by an assortment of potatoes. Apple is observed to possess a single eye. All fruits and vegetables present possess rudimentary limbs composed of multiple objects, including toothpicks, pens, paper clips, and in one case, cockroach legs. The apple animatedly gestures towards the body of Dr. Tashida, eliciting thunderous applause from the other fruits present, which is recorded as wet slapping noises. More limbed foodstuff begin to congregate in the pantry. 4 minutes of extraneous gesturing removed. A whole uncooked chicken is seen dragging a different body, identified as junior researcher Wagner, into the pantry using a purple-hued human hand protruding from its cavity. Its arrival is heavily applauded. The apple is seen brandishing a kitchen knife in front of the crowd, before jumping onto junior researcher Wagner's chest. The apple raises the knife above itself. Before turning towards the security camera, it gestures slightly to the side of the camera while staring directly at it. Video offline. Despite this, the scanner attached to SCP-5216 remained operational and recorded multiple recipes generated by SCP-5216, as shown below. Ingredients: 1 tomato, 3 hearts, 1.3 litres of blood. Dish name: Mother. Ingredients: 944 grapes, 7 lungs, 1.65 litres of blood. Dish name: Mother. Ingredients: 5 brains, 4 with lobes separated, 1 unseparated, 1.2 litres of blood. Dish name: Mother. Ingredients: mother, 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 mother. Mother repeats for another 216 times. Dish name: Mother. During the recapturing of Site-39, MTF forces managed to secure an undocumented vaguely humanoid entity composed entirely of fresh produce, designated SCP-5216-A. Pending further investigation, SCP-5216, the entity seen in the security footage, as well as the bodies of several deceased personnel, including Dr. Tashida's, were unable to be located. Notably, Site-39's food stores were completely empty upon recapture. Efforts to recover SCP-5216 are ongoing. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to stop myself from laughing. I know it's not allowed. But some of these things, like, what was it, the brother nut? I nearly broke several times. Oh, anyway, goodbye. Hello everyone, Creepy Otter here. Just to let you know, I now have a Patreon. So for as little as $3 a month, you can view my videos early and also have your name put at the end of my videos. The link to the Patreon will be in the description below, so go check that out. And I shall see you later. Goodbye.